Yes, bro finally remembered his YouTube password, and I honestly wish I didn't, because as soon as I logged in, the first video that was recommended to me was probably one of the worst fitness videos that I've ever seen. Like, I'm not even kidding. I watched Mike Israetel's video called "You're Undertraining the Muscles That You Care About the Most." Like, the video was so bad and filled with misinformation that it literally brought me out of retirement, okay? I cut my fucking vacation short. I'm not even joking. So it's something this colossally bad. I thought we should go over it together. So gamers, get your food and let's just jump into this one.
Take a look down at your genital area. That's right, take a long, hard look at Mr. Winky. He's dry as hell, isn't he? Why do you think that is, pimp? Because all the girls that'll be on him are on guys that do train these 3 commonly undertrained muscles as well.
And now we've just found out why Mike Israetel's wife divorced him. Thanks for admitting that one. It takes a lot of courage, I guess. Let's get into the video. I wonder what the first muscle group is gonna be. Oh wait, it's side delts. I already watched the video. I prepared. Guys, do you think I just do this off the fucking top of my head? I have to formulate my thoughts. I know what the first muscle group is, okay? Let's just see what he has to say.
Remember when that hot girl was yapping to her friends about how much she loves narrow guys? Yeah, me neither.
It literally sounds like Unc just learned the word yap and he was like, man, the kids are gonna love this one. We just gotta put it in the script.
The problem with how most people train side delts is that they do so almost as an afterthought to actual delt training.
From my experience with training with a bunch of people, I actually find the opposite. I feel like people are just way too like eager to do lateral raises because they can use a little weight and just flap their little arms around for like 3 sets of 12 and call it a day. You know, as Ronnie said, everybody want to be a bodybuilder, but don't nobody want to lift no heavy ass weight. And I found it to be true. People just don't like overhead pressing because it's scary. It requires effort. It requires like actual technique. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the whole trend on social media to just spam lateral raises? Isn't that what everybody's doing? Just spam him, bro. Just freaking spam him. I feel like it's literally the complete opposite of what he's saying, but hey, could be just my gym and the people I see around me, okay? I don't know. And by the way, as far as I know, most people in the gym cannot even overhead press their own body weight for 1 rep. So if you're in that position, you should not be skipping the overhead press. I'm just sorry.
Most people's side delt training suffers from a creativity problem. Front delts have like 6 exercises, and more if you count front raises, readily available top of mind for most lifters. But side delts, like dumbbell laterals, and maybe that's it.
You can fucking tell ChatGPT who wrote this. Welcome back to Top Mojo. Today we're counting down to 10. Like, what the fuck is that? Why is Unc reading off a fucking script and why is it so stiff? Holy fucking shit, aren't you an expert on this? Just have bullet points and, like, you know, put a little bit of that Mike Israetel charm into it. Or actually, maybe don't. Just read it off the fucking script, please. But besides that, 2 things here. First of all, I don't know who the fuck he's training, but most people I know actually just do cable lateral raises because it's the popular thing on social media, right? You got all these guys giving you tips to fucking tie your hands to the cable so you can really feel the side delt, bro. You know, you gotta lean on one side to really feel the side delt. So I feel like most people just do them on cables, first of all. And second of all, the gym is not a creative endeavor, okay? You're not here to make shit up. You're not here to paint the Mona Lisa with your toes live on camera. You're here to fucking go hard and go home. Just pick an exercise that feels good for your muscle, do like 2 or 3 sets really hard and call it a day. You do not need to overcomplicate this shit. You do not need to be on a fucking Bosu ball on one leg with one arm up your ass. Like, it's fine. You can just do a normal lateral raise and go hard and call it a day. You really don't need creativity. YouTubers want you to believe that because that's how they make money, by making up new exercises that don't do shit. But for your regular dude that just wants to look jacked on the beach, you just need the basics and you just need to do them consistently and go hard. Like, that's it.
So a lot of folks trash their front delts with presses, do maybe a few sets of side laterals, and then leave the gym with microscopic side delts.
Like, bro is literally on enough gear to kill a fucking horse and his side delts look natural. Like, this is the first time I've seen somebody take this much steroids and have side delts this fucking small. And side delts are like usually the first thing to blow up when you start taking like steroids. The difference between a natty guy and a guy that's enhanced is the side delts. Like, that's the first area that like sort of looks kind of, okay, this guy is on steroids. Like, I don't know how he managed to do this. Must be his fucking expertise as an exercise scientist, I guess. Also, I want to say, if you're like a calisthenics guy or whatever, you're like a strongman or a powerlifter and your side delts are small, that's fine. If you're not training specifically to have big fucking side delts or to be a bodybuilder, it's fine to have just like mid side delts. Most actual like athletes have mid side delts because having big side delts, it's not really vital to performance in most sports. But he's a bodybuilder and he's out here telling telling people how to get bigger side delts and how they're not doing enough and how their, exercise routine is bullshit. Like, bro, you gotta have huge fucking side delts to be saying this shit. I'm sorry.
Shit, 3 sets of side delts let you heal like a few hours later or something?
Did this guy just say that if you hit your 3 sets of lateral raises, you can recover in a few hours? Yeah, maybe if you're on a shit ton of gear and you didn't hit the side delts hard at all, but if you actually went hard in a few hours, which I take is 3 to 4 hours, you will not be able to perform at the same level as you did in that earlier session. If Mike is able to recover his side delts after like 3 or 4 hours, that tells you a lot about how he's training his fucking side delts. Let me just tell you that.
On to the next muscle you're not training enough, biceps.
Is this man just gonna list every single body part that's lacking in his bodybuilding career? Like, notice how legs are not on this list. I don't know how they did not make it here. Everybody undertrains legs, like almost every single dude. Like, find me a fucking gym bro that's not super excited to hit delts and biceps, and I'll find you a fucking liar, okay? Everybody likes to do biceps and side delts because, they're small muscle groups, they look aesthetic, they look good. Nobody likes to train legs, me included, bro. I cope because I'm like, oh, I'm doing calisthenics, so I just hit them once a week. It's cope. I should be doing legs more often, okay? Every guy should be doing legs more often. And if you go to the gym, there's a lot of guys that just never hit legs. They just never done them. And you can't tell because they always wear pants or really baggy shorts. Like, how did legs not make it onto this list? I have no idea who put this shit together.
If you're okay with your daily life being a functional equivalent of a group of hot girls pointing and laughing at your naked body. By the way, they're laughing at you, not with you. And they're laughing at your small biceps, you pussy. No, they're not laughing at your dick. They didn't even bother looking at it. Not because it's small. You're actually doing all right in that department. They didn't notice it because your tiny, pathetic biceps stole the show. Are you embarrassed yet?
Why does it sound like bro is retelling a story that actually happened to him? It sounds like he lived all of the shit right before filming. Absolutely insane. Like, my man went off the script for this one. Anyways, let's see what fucking advice he gives here. If he tells people to do more biceps, I'm gonna fucking lose it, bro. Who is not doing enough biceps?
Train them with 2 exercises each time you train them. Make sure each exercise has 3 to 6 working sets in it. Train your biceps 2 to 3 times a week. 4 is possible, but those stretch curls will probably mess you up so bad, you'll have to choose between training your biceps or raising a fork to your mouth to eat.
Am I crazy, or are just most dudes actually already doing this? Like, everybody that hits biceps probably hits them after back, and they hit like 2 exercises and call it a day. And if you're doing like a full body split like I am, you're hitting them 3 times a week anyways. What is the point of his advice in this video? He does just tell people to like, oh, hit them in the stretch position because he likes getting fucking stretched out. Other than that, what is the new information that's being brought into the fitness community here? I just actually don't get it.
Just increase every week's load by 2.5 pounds or 1 rep per set and you're golden.
Unless you're literally just like walking into the gym for the first time ever, or are just like starting dumbbell curls with 0 pounds. I don't know a single guy that can add 2.5 pounds to his fucking curl every single week as like an intermediate or advanced lifter. If you're already curling like, I don't know, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, you're not adding 2.5 pounds every single week consistently. Like, I don't know what universe he lives in. And also, if you are, congratulations, you're gonna be like the fucking world record holder in the bicep curl by the end of the year. Like, congrats, dude.
Small triceps make even massive biceps look dumb, incomplete, naked, and not in a fun way. In fact, if you have huge biceps but teeny tiny string triceps, you arguably look worse than if you had small biceps too.
This is actually true, except I do not know a single dude that has this problem because every dude loves pressing. And if you're doing your dips, your weighted dips, you're doing your bench press, your incline press, your overhead press, your triceps are gonna develop, okay? They just are. They're not gonna be your best body part maybe, but if you can overhead press like your body weight for 10 reps, your triceps are probably pretty strong and probably have a decent amount of size to the point where nobody's gonna look at you on the beach and be like, man, that guy has some huge fucking biceps, but man, his triceps are just invisible. Like, they're probably gonna be just fine.
But you're missing out big time on being able to have way bigger triceps and thus more sex with women.
Good save there, Mike. Good save there at the end. If you didn't add women, people would assume that you're gay, but thankfully you just slipped it right in there, right at the end. So bro just yaps on about what fucking exercises he likes for, the different heads of the triceps because, that's still a thing. But yeah, bro just lists them off, and then we get to the real advice, the structure. Let's see what he has to add here, with his fucking expertise.
As for structure, I like 2 tricep sessions a week, maybe after chest. Here's how to construct your triceps plan.
Wow, really brave of you there, Mike. You like to hit triceps after chest, huh? Watch out, ladies and gentlemen, he's a hero. I mean, nobody's brave enough to hit fucking triceps after chest 2 times a week. Nobody in the history of the fitness community has ever done this. It's definitely not the most recommended thing. It's definitely not what you're gonna see in like a fucking bodybuilding.com program. I mean, he just cracked the code. It takes bravery to do science. What can I say? Zorplings, watch this video where we went went over Mike Israeltel's cutting diet. It's like one of the funnier videos I did on this channel. It was a while back, but you know, I was on vacation. This video brought me back. So watch that, and I'll see you gamers in the next one. Zoorp out.